How did that show in Toronto go last night?
I really enjoyed last night.
Yeah.
That was a last-minute addition, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a good little release for us.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's
4 days off. We needed to just smash it out.
Yeah. All right. Been on the road with Bob's on.
Yeah.
What's that like? That's pretty awesome.
Awesome, dude. It was like a carnival every day.
Right on.
Yeah. They're great guys, really nice dudes. They put on an awesome show. It was fun to be able to watch the show every night when we were done as a fan.
Yeah. Cool. I checked out that Take It All video that's got the 360 footage on it.
Yeah.
What cameras did you use to film that?
It's this really weird setup. It kind of looks like R2-D2, kind of like a big dome.
So it's like a big dome?
And it's got 30-something odd cameras on it. So, they all overlap the field of vision for the other ones, and then they put it together in post, I guess. But it's a really strange-looking garbage can type contraption.
Right on.
And after shooting that and watching the footage back, it made me want to do another one because now you kind of see how it goes together and things like that. But it was cool. Like, we didn't know what to expect really when we did it. We just, this thing's sitting on the stage. I guess we'll just do our show like normal.
Does it have to stay stationary? Like, it can't be on something that moves around? That'd be...
I don't know if they could do that.
Okay. Up is almost a year old now. Is there an afterword that you might like to put on that album as you're probably starting to think about its follow-up?
Like a song that we wish would have gone on this album?
Maybe just a credo for it, like something you'd say to bookend it. It's out, you've played it, you've serviced it for a year. How do you feel about that album now?
I think it's been a great chapter in our career. It's the first album that we put out where we focused a lot more on the positivity and, kind of getting through, working through your problems, overcoming things. And I feel like it's a great thing to put out there, and we've seen a lot of that come back towards us. The band's been continuing to climb. It's done its job. It's done great for us. We have more fun on stage, I think, playing some of the songs off that album than any previous album because they're happy, they're danceable, they're fun.
Do you have any inkling as to where you think you're going to go with your follow-up? Have you started talking about writing or putting any songs together?
We've been jamming out some stuff.
Yeah.
We're having fun with it. I think at the moment it's at the stage where we're just having fun. Like little ideas are creeping into sound checks, and of course, in a couple of months' time, we're going to be a lot more focused. But I think an album has to start with fun. It has to be organic and just come from a moment, And we're just building those right now.
Yeah.
Which is kind of fun.
I don't think,
especially because I've just joined the band. I'm the newbie, so there's my new energy coming in. Sound checks are a lot of fun at the moment. So.
What's fun about making a new album too is you sort of see it take shape, in front of you. It's you never really set out with one goal in mind per se, but like as the songs come together, you kind of see where the album goes and what it becomes. Like as you're making it, you're almost too close to it, and you can't really tell what direction it's going or what it's going to be. Everything just kind of comes out of you, and then you put it all together and step back and say, "Oh, that's what we made."
Right. Cool. What were you like as a youngster? If you were to look back and describe yourself, would you say you were extroverted, you were introverted, you were scholarly, not scholarly?
I was a pissed off teenager, like your typical, I don't know, smart when I chose to apply myself, artistic, moody, all that kind of stuff. And eventually kind of got over a lot of that, found joy in life. Okay. What about you?
Dreamer. I wasn't too great at school. I wasn't badly behaved. I didn't function well. I didn't get my homework done in time and stuff. I think I was pretty chilled out. I was driven towards drums, but everything else I was chilled out. Maybe if you ask my dad, it would be a different story. I think he had a pretty rough time. But I wasn't a bad kid.
When did you figure out that you wanted to pursue music in earnest?
When I was a kid, a young kid just running around the house playing air guitar and dancing to music. always kind of known it. I've always known music was a huge part of my life. But when I started to get into high school, I saw it more as a reality. Like, this is something that I can make happen.
Are you guys still music purveyors? Do you buy physical albums, or are you just buying stuff online?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You prefer the monument, like the owning of something?
I like to listen to an album for the first time and read the lyrics in the booklet as I'm listening to it, and then just know it. You know, you kind of get the whole concept of it.
Vinyl or CD?
CD.
Yeah. I can't find the time to listen to records. You have to be there and flip them over. And, there's a process of actually interacting with them that I just don't have the time for anymore.
There's definitely like a romance with vinyl, but sometimes, you know, bands have to shave off a couple songs off their album, or things are different, you know, to fit it on vinyl.
Or you press double and it costs more for the consumer and they don't buy your album because of it, right?
Yeah.
How active are you on social media? Do you follow your fans and do you respond to their questions too?
I've been very active in the past on Twitter. I've kind of fallen off Twitter a little bit and gotten on Instagram lately. And I respond to a good chunk of them. You know, they're always like hey, when are you coming to this city or coming to that city? And it's just kind of like, oh, go look at the website. I can't answer all of those, but I try to stay very in touch with our fans.
Yeah, I love talking to fans. Obviously, like, my phone doesn't work too well in England, in America or Canada, you know, so sometimes there's like a delayed response, but I try my best to respond to people in the end, you know, it's very important. That's the beautiful thing about social media. You can be personal without giving your phone number out, you know. I like it a lot. And I like, you know, going on stage, kind of half knowing some of the people that are in the audience.
Yeah.
It changes things, you know. It's a real personal thing. The notes that I play, you know, certain things are for specific people. We've talked about things, you know, so I like that.
What's your all-time favorite snack food?
Little Debbie's.
Yeah.
Anything Little Debbie's, zebra cakes, Star Crunch, all that good stuff.
Good English mature cheddar on toast.
We were
Cheese
just
on
talking
toast.
about that.
That's the one thing I miss so badly when I'm away.
Cheese.
Just mature cheddar, preferably from Devon. I'm a geek for cheese. I'm sorry.
Jesus.
Name a time in your life when you were starstruck.
First time I saw Jackal. And not that they were the biggest band we'd ever toured with. We did a show with them. It was like a biker rally or something like that. But that particular band had such an influence on me because my dad would listen to them, my uncles would listen to them. We'd sit around in the garage, they'd crank on their Harleys and stuff like that, and listen to Jackal. It was like a big to-do. So the first time that I saw them through their eyes. You know what I mean? Instead of my own. And it was like kind of a starstruck moment.
Me, there was a previous band I was in, and Slash was going to be guesting with my band. It was at the Gibson factory in Nashville. It was the Gibson Summer Jam, and I knew we were in soundcheck. I knew Slash was going to be turning up, and the minute I saw him step on the stage, I was starstruck. But as soon as he started playing, I felt great. Like, he has that energy, he just put everyone at ease, and it just felt like there was all the time in the world, like all the time between notes. He's a great guy. But yeah, when I saw him enter, I was starstruck, for sure.